We're going to explain how to resolve the "an item with the same key has already been added" error in ASP.NET MVC. This frustrating error typically pops up when you're working with collections, like dictionaries or lists, and try to add an item with a key that already exists. Let's break down the common causes and solutions. 1. Understanding the error. The core problem is that you're attempting to insert a duplicate key into a collection that doesn't allow duplicates. Think of it like trying to put two books with the same title onto the same shelf in a library. It's not allowed. Dictionaries, in particular, are designed to have unique keys. Each key maps to a specific value, and trying to add a new value with an existing key overwrites the previous value. Lists, on the other hand, allow duplicates, but the error can still occur if you're using a list as a key in a dictionary, or if you're incorrectly using LENC methods to add to a collection. 2. Identifying the culprit. The first step is to pinpoint where in your code the error occurs. Check your controllers and view models. Carefully examine loops that add items to collections. Look for any add or add range methods used with dictionaries or lists. Use your debugger to step through the code line by line to observe the contents of your collections at each step, identifying the point where the duplicate key is introduced. Pay close attention to data sources, especially if you're pulling data from databases or external APIs, as they might be returning duplicate entries. 3. Solutions. The solution depends on the root cause. Check for duplicates. Before adding, the most straightforward solution is to prevent duplicate keys from being added in the first place. Before adding an item to your collection, check if a key with the same value already exists. You can use the contains key method for dictionaries, e.g. if my dictionary contains key, my key, and my dictionary, add my key, my value. For lists, you might need to iterate through the list and check for existing values depending on how you are defining uniqueness. Use try-get-value. Instead of directly using add, consider using the try-get-value method for dictionaries. Try-get-value attempts to retrieve a value associated with a specific key. If the key exists, it retrieves the value. Otherwise, it returns false, allowing you to handle the situation gracefully, perhaps by updating the existing value instead of adding a duplicate. Data source issues. If the duplicates originate from your data source, you'll need to clean up the data before it gets to your ASP.NET MVC application. This might involve querying your database with a distinct clause to remove duplicates before they're processed, or filtering the data in your API calls. LENC methods. Be mindful of how you're using LENC methods like concat, union, and group by, as improper use can lead to duplicate entries. Understand how these methods handle duplicates and adapt your logic accordingly. Sometimes using a distinct YO method after concatenation might be necessary. 4. Debugging tips. Utilize your debugger extensively. Set breakpoints near the lines where you add items to your collections and step through the code. Inspect the values of your keys to identify precisely what is causing the duplication. Print the contents of your collections to the console or debug output to help visualize the problem. By systematically investigating your code and applying these solutions, you'll effectively eliminate the "an item with the same key has already been added" error in your ASP.NET MVC applications. Remember to always prioritize preventing duplicates rather than just handling the error after it occurs.